Welcome to USMMAsports.com for an episode of Ask the Coach, where we get questions from Facebook and Twitter from our fans and ask them to our head coaches here at the Academy. Joining us today is the head coach of the Merchant Marine Volleyball team, Iain Bradbury. Coach, thanks for being here. And our first question is from Facebook. What was your first impression of the team when you got to Kings Point, and how has it changed?
You know, when I first got here, obviously I walked in and met 13 incredible student athletes. They have a strong passion and a heart for the game. They really put their heart and soul out there. That really hasn't changed. I know historically this program has struggled a bit, but we're ready for that, and this team has incredible potential.
Our next question is from Twitter. On the court, what is this team best at, and where does it need improvement?
You know, I think this weekend we saw a lot of, our abilities out there on the court, and I think we really succeeded in our serve receive and our defense. They're getting low, they're making the passes that we need. But I think that offensively, I definitely like to see our offense moving a little bit faster and a little bit more options running all over the net.
Okay, back over to Facebook. With the addition of Elizabethtown to the Landmark Conference in 2014, does that open the door for Kings Point to move to another conference in hope of becoming more competitive?
You know, I think for me personally, I would love to get my feet wet here in the Landmark Conference and really see it. We haven't really seen too much of the conference yet. And I would love to see that, and at this point, we're happy to have Elizabethtown in it. I have no intentions right now or for the foreseeable future to leave the Landmark.
Okay, another question from Twitter is, how would you describe your demeanor on the sidelines as a coach?
You know, I think people who were here this weekend or watch us online, and thank you to our fans for the support this weekend, could see that I was, very passionate, a very energetic coach. I care a lot about our success and what we're doing out there, and whether we're implementing our practice plans right into the game plan. And ultimately, I tell recruits and families and players this all the time, that I look at my job like an emergency room doctor. I want my emergency room doctor making decisions, not throwing clipboards or kicking chairs. So that's how I act on the bench.
Final question for today. Your team went 3-0 last weekend at the Kings Point Invitational. How did it feel to get your first win as a collegiate head coach and ultimately win your first tournament of the season?
You know, we had a great weekend. Our players loved every minute of it, and you could really see it on their faces Friday night after the Wentworth match. They have incredible potential, and all the credit goes to them. They've worked very, very hard the last 4 weeks to put things in place and to really execute what I've asked of them. So I love it, and we've certainly had a blast. We have a long road ahead of us, so we're focused on the big picture, and we can't wait to keep going.
Coach, thanks for being here today, and good luck the rest of the way. Make sure to check back on USMMAsports.com for another episode of Ask the Coach.